So many people don't know what this car actually has in terms of the engine, drivetrain. Some people think it's front-wheel drive with an LS4. Some people know that it's Hellcat swap. Some people don't even know what to think about this car. But today I will clear up all of that confusion because I'll be breaking down what's really done to this old Honda Accord right here. Let's first address the elephant in the room, or the big old motor under this hood right here, because so many people claim that it's not actually a Hellcat swap. I could just, lift up this hood real quick. But you know what they say about race cars? A true racer will never show what's really underneath the hood. I mean, I'll tell you, I don't have all these Hellcat badges for nothing. It's actually Hellcat swapped. This vehicle has went through a few different camshafts, and each one has been tuned a good bit differently over time, because at first I would throw in a camshaft and I would think, okay, the chop is not good enough, so let's just keep on retuning. Maybe the tune's not exactly where it needs to be. Even small modifications could potentially, affect how it's running. Maybe I need different gas, maybe I need to go to a different gas station. But after I did it for a little bit, probably anywhere from weeks to a month or so at a time, I would decide, let me get a bigger camshaft. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the camshaft is simply not big enough, so I got a bigger camshaft. And then after that one, I went through the same process for probably a month or two. I decided to do it again, and this repeated for I don't know how long, but I think it was maybe 3 or 4 different camshafts, and the different tunes, it sounded different damn near every couple of days. So when you see those old videos and it sounds different, it's not because it's fake, it's because I'm actively modifying this vehicle a lot. And most of the time when you be seeing different clips, it's probably from different time eras. It's very common for me to edit a video and use a clip from 8 months ago. But of course, this doesn't only have a bigger camshaft. It also has been tuned an E85, ported supercharger, long tube headers, smaller pulley. There's so many things I've done to this engine that I actually can't remember every little thing. I just went to my people and I was like, hey, I need this engine to make 1,000 horsepower. I do want to know though, should I make it faster? I could aim for 11 Hushit, 12 Hushit crank, maybe 13 Hushit. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Now, I'll quickly touch on the cosmetic for a second. I will talk about that exhaust too, because the exhaust is a straight pipe, but it's a little more to that. Custom Hellcord badge that was probably destroyed by the Grimace Shake. True story. OEM SRT Hellcat badge. Another OEM Hellcat badge, but a red eye on the side. A claw mark and some carbon fiber, lip and fins for downforce, just to show I really do care about weight reduction here. It is a race car, so we need to save as much weight as possible and get as much air as we can into that big old supercharger through all these air vents. The original OEM Hellcat badge that I put on the vehicle a long time ago, over a year ago. Some extra sporty detail on the mirror, of course, different rims and stuff like that. And I didn't think it would be necessary to mention this, but I did see some comments claiming that I just didn't do this. There was some custom work to make the engine fit. Of course, yes, I did do some different things. And yes, I'm not running stock axles, I'm not running a stock transmission, I'm not running anything really stock besides part of the outside. And the interior is a pretty sleeper too. It really looks like a normal Honda Accord that has been a little riced out, but that adds to the sleeper appearance. That's why I did that, because when people see all of this quote-unquote ricey mods, they may already assume oh, it's just rice or nothing to really worry about. It is currently all-wheel drive with many parts from a track car to make that happen, mixed with a Hellcat at one point when it was rear-wheel drive. It was initially front-wheel drive with the swap due to a transmission from an LS4 and a lot of different custom work that was just a waste of time, because it broke in 3 days. I had front-wheel drive for 3 days, slid around a little bit, did a nice little burnout, had a little bit of fun in it, and then it broke, and it was down for 3 or 4 months. It was terrible. But I just want to make it clear that yes, I did the necessary modifications to make this swap actually work. How do you think I would be running a Hellcat engine with a stock Honda transmission? That doesn't make sense. Of course, I'm not doing that. I don't know why people were even thinking that in the first place. I know most people don't, but like I said, there was a few comments. I want to clear up anything that I can in this video. The exhaust tips do appear to be a little small, but in reality, it is a, you know, decent sized exhaust system. But I did make it a little smaller, especially on the added tips, just for it to be more of a sleeper. Because if you see, like, you know, maybe a huge exhaust like exit, you may think like, okay, well, why does a Honda have that? Like, what is he really cooking, you know? So everything is with the sleeper in mind, from the carbon fiber on the hood to the small exhaust tips and even the Honda rims. I don't be racing with these rims. I haven't showed the other rims because that'll really give it away. Like, no one will see those rims and think like, okay, this is just a normal Honda, especially because the tires I got on is like huge. These are just the wheels I rent for just daily driving. Like, I won't do anything crazy when I have these wheels on. I'm just getting from point A to point B in this car. There's one really interesting thing about this vehicle that a lot of people just don't think about, and that is how much it costs to make it happen. I made a whole video breaking that down, and it's on screen right now, so just click it to go watch it.